Leviatán. Manzino is going to be the first point of contact as we have a recalled smoke. All of crew getting ready to run in right away. Support coming from Noswar as this raise on the back. But Keston once again strikes first until Leviatán fights back. And it's back and forth now until the advantage still comes in for Leviatán, leaving the Lurk by himself. Spotted by the flash. And Leviatán's getting ready for that right away.
One thing that never takes a break is Leviatán's ability to stay confident in the way they're guarding a site. Manzino didn't even really back up in that situation. They only called for more support, stayed right in the face of Crew's attack, and didn't give an inch of B site. Spike down now, and the roam around here from Nagzet to try and find any sort of damage. Leviatán starting off with a brick wall defense at B. And just one more kill to finalize here.
There's always been one thing that's really good here for Leviatán, despite a slower or a bad ending, if I put it this way, during that first season of the Americas, is that discipline is something that's good. Look at all three of them watching that spike, not overcommitting, jump spotting, and even in the off angle, King strikes for the last kill. And
Leviatán have removed themselves from all sites so they can play together here. They want to try and be just a little further forward to take Crew off guard. And Noswar trying to come through a little Mission Impossible through the vent, gets detected by Kesnet.
But all this time gives King an opportunity to reposition himself close, right around the corner. This was identified early though. Can it be cleared? Just a fake clear, but at least a trade's there for Crew. Klaus picking that one up. Entering towards the site, tip of the spears of Manzino is holding towards the bottom. That's two with the Spectre, but the spike has fallen down. There's only 20 seconds left, and Davies picks it up for a plant.
Teleport's ready.
It's got to be a safe one.
Yeah, and actually there's two players alive. Nagzet with the support too. Shy flashing forward, but gets dropped as he falls. Knew exactly they want to play aggressively on an attempt on middle. It turns out to be a trade, and Crew's looking to move immediately towards the A side. Showstopper now available for Kesnet, trying to clear the back of the site. As we turn around the other side of the grab well. And also the toxic screen! Nagzet gets picked off. No kills from the Showstopper. Up to the rifle now of Kesnet towards the back of the site. Nice little headshot. A second one then off the King. Looking to swing for the third, but gets denied by Shy. Up to a 2 versus 1. Advantage for Leviatán. Melzer now moving in. The lurk for the clutch. Misses the shot, does get the ding through the wall. Knows that Manzino was there though from that other shot. Now he can isolate two individual duels. The first swing out does not connect. The other one does.
Melzer again?
Opportunity to refresh and reload, but then it's swing like no from elbow! And Melzer gets the Red Bull clutch!
Done. All this space has to be played by a member
30 seconds
of the team.
Nice on the wall. Nobody really checks that corner, but he uses on top of that the toxic screen on the attack for the surprise kill. Spike has fallen. Noswar holding it back. Advantage for Leviatán as there's only one player left. And Nagzet has clutched it before, but not this time around. As Noswar Seekers, if there's still pressure up on that mid, because look at how far pushed up Takulia is towards that A site. Looking to rotate towards the spawn. More delays now. That's what you need here on towards B, so that the lurks can actually work here. And the flank can actually happen, but still, unfortunately, it's Leviatán falling so far as they drop 3 on Crew's side. This time Viper's pit out on the attack. King looking for the heroic play. Inside the pit right away. Denied by Melzer for the third into the round. And Takulia, nothing you could do here.
Falling asleep at the wheel at the right second, and Crew made the move. Kesnet actually tries to go in by himself for once and gets stopped.
Beautiful gravity well, actually.
Yeah.
Snakebite was a little bit too late. You saw the sprays trying to happen through on that grab well when the smoke came up towards B heaven. This time the lurk doesn't work. Shy was waiting behind, anticipating at least one of those players from Crew. If not Davies, going to be Nagzet lurking around. And for the first time in a while here, Leviatán scores first, but Kesnet immediately turns it into a 4v4.
King falling in mid has to stop here for Leviatán. Crew continues to find a free frag there, and now they work to be heaven.
Over aggression towards the spawn, almost catching one off guard was Kesnet. Looking back up, spotting 2 players towards the B side. Manzino's anchoring down as much as he can, but it's back on a 2 versus 2. But one of them is so damaged and low. That's Shy falling towards the back of the spawn.
Good flank here.
Kesnet chasing after it. And Takulia has an opportunity now. Dash up. Kesnet's low on HP. But nice. Wow. Yeah, Shy's playing towards the A site though. Should be ready to try to flash up on Heaven if he can, but this time decides to fall in the back of Matt. Well, already, Noswar has rotated around from the ropes from the vents.
My God.
King on the other end. As the Showstar comes out on the defense, Noswar does get the pick off with the Phantom. It's going back and forth, but still a 3-on-3. And we're just battling on the top of Heaven with the spike being down. Showstopper then out on the attack, allowing Crew finally to have some room to breathe. As through the POV of Davies, Taco Leo gets the pick. On a 1 versus 2, Bladestorm activated. Oh, foul play inside the smoke. That Crew has played throughout the last 2 days, with the exception of this one right here, which hopefully Leviatán will strike better on the attack as they go with their double duelists in the site, both denied.
Very good call for
Everything just looks so good for Crew on the setup. 4 players towards the B site, solo anchor on A, trademark spotting 1 player.
Yeah.
So that forces Crew to do a lot of jump spotting, and they actually did see a player on the top of B Heaven. This time around, though, for Leviatán, it's not 1 but 2, as Nagza gets punished right away. Outside, the Poison Orb gets recalled. Beautiful flash coming out. We're trying to fight back as much as we can.
Spike down B.
But Kezet just continues to anchor towards Hell. And from Hell actually throws the pain shells and grabs Benzino with him to Hell. So you do definitely have the supporting teammates that actually puts all these numbers up to. So you're not asking too much for him, but when you do, he's pulling out these stops. So well on their way to try to win this bonus round for a Crew. 11-3 on the scoreline. As finally, Kezet gets stopped by King. Anchoring towards this B site. Nagzet only has this Sheriff to work with. Hiding behind the Nebula. Mazzino's creeping forward, and there's just too many players against him.
The rotation over comes in. Leviatán should be grabbing themselves around. In the middle of this round, the lurk that happened, obviously Crew's feeling a little safer, but Leviatán found where they need to go. King's been in Heaven. He's kind of had control of mid, and he's getting frags and information that can help these rotations from Leviatán. Uh-oh.
That's one of those players that I wanted to say has been stepping up here where you didn't really need Kezet that much. That's Klaus. Flash does get the blind onto King, trying to flick up onto Noswar. But at least he gets information on both. So that allows Davies to try to get some sort of victory here in the position. But King can't forget him as the IGL, as this Viper.
This map.
What a great moment. A great opportunity to get their first map win in all of those days. When it matters the most now during the LCQ.
Okay.
But off the timeout,
we're double dueling.
Leviatán definitely wants to use that aggression, allowing the Stinger to get the first blood in favor of the attack side. King watching the lurk, watching the push, watching the rotate.
King again.
Good for at least those 2 kills, and Melzer about to get sandwiched and pinned. Mazzino is on that late lurk. And now we see the good old Leviatán take it. They have full control now of B main. But Mazzino's the one that's trying to watch it. So what, 2 players maybe? And instead of going right around the Rosie, it's straight ahead. Face front, behind the Seekers. Takolia updrafting on the top of the balcony, pushed away by all of these Seekers out from Klaus.
Terrifying.
Doesn't give a chance for Leviatán here to get any forward position. So a big responsibility for King now on the late lurk at mid. You can see the Cosmic Divide getting ready to get propped up by that Astra. Noswar pushing towards the spawn. Denied right away by Davies, and the numbers are dwindling. Only 3 left needed, only 1 left needed. That's King. You need everything here. An ace, a clutch, but the players are already on that spike. Too little, too late. Nagzet with the kill, Crew with the defuse, and Crew with the first map.
To start us off on first round.
Yeah. Thankfully, it's a spawn fight with more players on the attack side than there is on the defensive side. Paranoid to push out the defenders of Crew back towards Rubble. There's only 1 player there. It's Kezet with the pain shells. It's Kezet swinging out. It's Kezet with the headshot onto Mazzino. And once again, in the true fashion of Sideshow, that's the spike.
Well, how do you run out to look for a first kill? Shy brings it back, though. They should be able to recover, retrieve. It just leaves it up to Davies and Nags now, who are aware of the movement, but need to hit the shots. They recoup. They're going to go back for a light defense at the back of A and just try to predict the site here.
Yeah.
All the time in the world for Leviatán.
Thankfully, again, power of numbers for Leviatán could move in and pick up that spike once again. Crew working together at the same time, leaving all of the Killjoy utility Just left on an island outside of the range, so you're just playing blinded. Gambling on this stack for both Davies and Nags.
What do they have? Ghost Classic. Comes up big.
Gamble stack is perfect.
They have to dry peek.
Low HP are the last two players of Leviatán. Shy looking for an ace. Does have a sheriff to work with. There's only 10 seconds left. Going in the site. Safe plant away from the nanoswarm. Low HP.
Yeah, he knows.
Against the ghost. Using as many obstacles as possible. Shy looking for timing. Cannot get it. A body shot only onto Davies. A nice attempt, but around once again. Ground gain. Leviatán setting up now for a pulse plan. Very slow is the spike moving in. That's on the back of Nosware. 20 seconds left. Crew getting ready already to flood back. Nice shot by Takulia. Now activates the showstopper, pushing enemies away. Big flash now, at least confirming is the plant going down for Leviatán. Klaus looking for the wall bangs with the sheriff. Sprayed across. Takulia supporting his teammates once again. Leaves up to Kesnet with 3 HP. Dropped.
You see him from Lev. They've been trying a little too much trickery.
Just too much utility going out here towards the rubble. And he couldn't control it at all. Even the pain shells weren't being thrown towards the entrance of A. It was actually at rubble itself. So Shy has to activate. But only gets that one. Disadvantage now for Leviatán, as the last two members are grouping up together towards the C side.
You just take a moment to think. Like, all this action happened. Nags didn't move. Not a bit. Cemented to anchor this site.
Enemy remaining.
Has to. All of that utility from Killjoy so far away. Not in range of a turret, so to get information, you need to put some bodies there. And not only does he get information, he gets the pick off, leaving Nosware at a big disadvantage. 3 versus 1, 2 flanking from the C side from Crew. Up at Mound. Spike now going down.
Turret's about to come in range. There it is.
Good play here by Nosware. Masking now all that information. And as the smoke dissipates on the dark cover, that's a surprise from Melzer and Davies.
The nail in the coffin, if they time it right, he gets a little identified by util to start off, though.
Yeah, this could still be a nice little break that utility. Break
there it is.
But
there it is.
Got a nice alert from King. Mazzino through the smoke, the wall bang onto Melzer. Forcing out a lockdown early. Can't really spam it out. And there you go. Finally through the wall bangs. The Vandals drop it. But Nosware stuck in the sight. The tap forcing the enemies out.
30 seconds
and this is actually a really good round for Leviatán from the pivot from the C to the A site.
Yeah, it's the pivot.
So it has to potentially be an early push forward from the rest of Leviatán.
They're going.
Saw that Nags almost wanted to bring out that Viper's Pit. And Davis is holding the first area.
They're trying to push.
Showstopper out and ready. It's out in the air. Kesnet lands it onto Takulia. But now it's all over for Shy being the last player on a 2 versus 1. A chance to pick up the spike and plant.
10 seconds left.
But now that window of opportunity is closing. A flash around the corner. Klaus looking to run out.
God.
It's Miner right away. The gun is not out fast enough. Trying to get information for his team.
That was a great Prowler back.
Good damage to hold back Crew. Forcing the regrowth to come out from Klaus. Allowing Leviatán to get inside the A site on its 3 versus 3. Now a lockdown on the defense. Plant yet to go down. Door about to reopen. We're forfeiting our position to repivot somewhere else.
Enough time. 40 on the clock.
Nosware's gonna get caught though. Shy though gets the pick. It's traded off by Davies.
Spike down A.
But now the spike's so far away towards rubble. For Crew, they're all falling back here towards middle on this 2 versus 2 now. Prowler and a haunt still available. The rotate back the flank behind from Kesnet, and he heard it. He heard it. He's just going to play the off angle now with 15 seconds left.
So smart. Plays his life.
Leviatán understands this, though. They have to push back towards the A site because they have no time left. 10 seconds. It's Davies with the off angle. No!
Davies!
4 kills in the round. The lineup on the last 2 players of Leviatán. These orbs to allow a showstopper. Nope, it's just going to be a satchel in with the judge. Clear at the space. The door is yet to be open on that baby door, so an opportunity for Leviatán to play the post plan after the pit coming out. Nice shot there from King right after Nightfall coming out towards that B side. The judge is close. It's denied right away. Close range battle. Big flash from Klaus. Now up to 3 players alive on the pulse plan. Counter pit coming out on the defense as well for Crew. Noswer just into the thick of it. Head to head against Klaus, gets dropped. Now the shorty of King evens up the tally. Oh, so low.
King.
Max at 1 HP, Klaus at 21. The pit falls, but Shy plays the long range. Now there's no time, at least for... Nice! Oh! Shy!
Out towards C. Will it work against Crew?
Oh. Leviatán's just running it down.
Oh, dear.
Pushing out towards the B side too. Sheriff can connect, but the long range of the Classic permits a trade-off to happen. A 4 versus 4. Crew taking control of Rubble and Near Stormian. A race to the finish line, and that line is that toxic screen. But they cut noise. They're pulling back their heater footsteps. Catching Takulia with the boom bot in hand. Right-click Classic doesn't work out for a second kill, as now the advantage goes back for Crew.
Turning back around. Shy wants to push now. Crew is absolutely reading everything that Leviatán is doing here. Staying in spawn is 5 to begin the round, rotating away. Crew looks like their hand was being forced, and what a great rotation Leviatán got out of them. But as soon as Crew stopped and said, wait, we can turn around and fight this.
That's exactly it.
They got the advantage.
The off on-the-fly calls from Melzer. That double stat that they had in that first pistol round, this time around saying, hey, let's stop cut noise, let Leviatán run into us.
30 seconds left.
And it leads now with 3 versus 1. With the IGL of Leviatán.
Toxin screen down.
The king with the ghost. Looking to reclaim at least a C site now as it gets planted for Crew.
Just the creep in. Basically walks into a crossfire once he does get deep enough.
There's a first contact.
Davies gonna hide it. No, Davies just waits for Klaus.
Yep, towards Rubble. Door being open, 2 players of Leviatán holding behind that. Seeker's coming out. You activate behind that, it's towards that B site. Snakebite coming in from the back spawn here from King.
Davies
Seeker's hitting Noswer, trying to counteract here with his Prowler. 10 seconds left. The plant is going to be at a default spot on the B site.
Look, on this gun round, the bonus for Leviatán. Crew is taking site with 3.
Nagset does a great job to hold out the angles here at the small door. And that's Leviatán to fall back and save. Nothing you could do here at this point.
Nothing. From all the way to C to a little bit of mid.
Player standing.
All the way to A and back into B. Leviatán was not able to identify practically any member of Crew. Free map walk-in. Not been messing around. They're going to scale in here, probably put somebody on the A-halls too, right on the Viper orb, and just wait for this retaliation. A good smoke actually here from Leviatán to get a little space back. They're dropping into sight.
Pinch health just got thrown by Takulia. Dispersing now the pulse planners of Crew. First one to fall comes in favor and an advantage for Leviatán for the retake. Kested blocked away by a smoke. Nice paranoia out from Manzino to push forward. A nice shot! A second one from King! Now Kested tries to fight back. The Stingers still continue to hurt.
10-6. Can they close the gap? Shy now with the Odin in play.
Oh my god. When you have little hope there for Leviatán, it just...
Snuffed out. Snuffed right out.
All right, well, now advantage for Crew. Showstopper creating space. And a plant now comes in. Oh my god.
Spike planted.
You're kidding.
You're
kidding.
What can you do once again?
You can't. We said
Lady luck
it's the
on
little
the side of
things
Crew
that
there,
keep
yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
Seems like Crew just has the timing of these instances in their favor today. The moons are aligning for the Croupium. And now they just wait for this one to go off. Another save here from Leviatán. And not even the Odin's gonna make it. Insult to injury there. C once again, some mid, and again, Mound over here.
Stopper out, Takulia lands it onto Klaus, but Melzer's on the other
Good
end.
lord.
That spike down. But Kesdet continues to run and gun and dispatches the aggression that was attempted out of Leviatán.
They hear door.
Instantly, we have a 2 versus 2, identifying one player. Nice shot by King Elise, identifying one player towards that door, towards the B side. Nagset doesn't really know if both players are there. And now he does. Both footsteps are coming out. There was a moment. There was,
All going for it. Door control, too, may have a big play here.
especially when you have a lockdown. Beautifully read so far by Leviatán. Nightfall to push him back. Mauser watching the front, watching the pinch, identifying that pinch.
And Crew backs up. It's almost like they have Leviatán out of position now.
I mean, the A side is open.
Yeah.
I've got your trail.
Seeker's coming out too, and that's all gonna head towards that left side and also one towards the flank.
All right.
Big pit to prevent now Leviatán from moving in and scaling up with a lockdown on the pulse plan too. This is gonna be very difficult for Leviatán to come back with.
You should run.
Lockdown coming in. This is such an interesting pit. They can drop in from the back of sight and be safe, but where's the first fight come from? Kesnet takes down Mazzino.
Elise now, as Mazzino falls, drop the lockdown. So an opportunity Elise to try to come back. The pit would also fall as Naxet just got picked off by Noswer. It's back to a 3 versus 1, only up to Noswer. Showstopper out, lands at the feet of Noswer. Kesnet with 4 kills, and Crew continue to right their wrong as they move forward in the LCQ and will meet Cloud9 in the upper finals.